why don't we start right now? I just want to welcome everyone to the Committee on Public Services. Madam Clerk. I always call you that. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Varga. I know I've seen her. Maybe she's on mute.
She's on. Oh, she's muted.
Here.
There she goes.
Okay. Commissioner Palomero.
Here.
Commissioner Hattis.
Here.
Commissioner Dobb.
Here.
Commissioner Baydoun.
Here.
Commissioner Ware.
Present.
Chair Marecki.
Here.
We have
Thank
a
you.
quorum.
Next item.
B, approval of the August 11, 2020 meeting minutes.
Move approval.
Okay, was that Ware?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Ware moves approval and support by Commissioner Hattis. All those in favor of the last meeting minutes say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Next item.
C, old business. There is none.
Okay, next item.
Item D1, under new business, communication from the Department of Public Services forwarding the February 2020 report of all complaint calls made to 1888 road crew.
Okay, these next 5 items are budget instruction items. So we could do a resolution for all 5, and then we'll go through them.
So moved, Madam the Chair. Hattis.
Okay.
Support.
Okay. So we have a approval by Hattis, support by Baydoun. So let's just go through them. Number 1, any questions on that?
Yes, Madam Chair, I have a question. This is Commissioner Dobb.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the C-Click Fix app, the Wayne County Connect app, is still not working. And I know that we approved the contract for that. And when we did approve that, I did ask how long it would take for the app to start working again. And I believe they said it would be instant. But I'm still not able to submit requests through the app. Also, I received an email from my Canton Township supervisor yesterday saying that our online ticket request system is also down. So I just wanted to know what the status was on the app and the online request system for the 1888 road crew.
Okay.
Hi, this is Michelle. Oh, I'm sorry, Commissioner Chair. This is Michelle Yancey from DPS Admin. We are waiting for the blanket to be modified. So we're waiting for purchasing to send us the amended blanket to send to C-Click Fix before they can start working here. And I've sent requests. I'm just waiting for that blanket.
Okay, what needs to be modified in the contract?
Their PO, their purchase order.
Okay. All right, do you have any idea when it's going to be completed?
Through the chair, this is the procurement director.
Received it yesterday.
Michelle, could you send me a copy of the communication you sent out so I can follow up with staff?
Okay, will do.
Okay, thank you. I know a lot of people in my community like to use the online system, so it would be great if we could get that back up and running. That's all I had. Thank you.
No, thanks for bringing that up. I assume too, because the representative was there. Isn't the representative the one who told us that it would be fixed immediately? Okay, and that was a couple weeks ago. Okay, great. Maybe someone can communicate with all the commissioners when that is up and running, so that we don't recommend it and then find out it's still not up and running. That'd be great.
Will do, Commissioner.
Thank you. Okay, any more questions on 1? Okay, let's go to number 2. Anything on this? These are different months. Number 3.
I've got a question again. This is
Okay,
Commissioner Dobb. Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a question relating to the report for Plymouth Township, the paving program. I'm sorry, did I say 2014? It says there's a balance of $243,982 that expires May 31st of 2021. And I just wanted to confirm that that amount of money is still available to Plymouth Township until May of 2021. I just want to make sure I was reading the report correctly.
Is someone here from DPS?
This is Ron Agasinski. I'll have to check with Beverly Watts on that one, the Director of Public Services, to see what communications she had with the township.
Okay, great.
Okay, Ron, so you'll get back with Commissioner Dobb.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Number 3. No, that was number 3. No. Was that 3, Commissioner
That was
Dobb?
3.
Yeah, that was 3.
Okay, so number 4. Any questions on this? Number 5, the parks allocations.
I do have a question on number 5.
Go
Me
ahead.
again. Thank you, Madam Chair. Again, back to Plymouth Township, for the allocation for the parks. There's 2 years for 18 and 19 and 19 and 20. The note says the funding was allocated to parks CIP. What does that mean?
Anybody here from parks? You know what? Alicia Bradford's here. She's muted.
That's what I was going to say, Commissioner. This
Okay.
is Michelle. I believe she's on the line.
Can you
Not
hear me?
sure.
Yes.
Oh, there she goes.
Yes.
Thank
Hi.
you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Good morning. Alicia Bradford, Parks Division Director. Thank you through the chair. Commissioner Dobb, as you know, there had been some discussion with Plymouth Township regarding their park allocation and identification of a project. What that means is that money is then put into the parks capital improvement budget in order to do improvements within our parks within Wayne County.
Okay, so it's no longer being allocated to Plymouth Township. It's going back to kind of like the general,
Correct.
the general fund for all Wayne County parks.
Correct.
Okay, and that was
to
because
the capital improvement fund for capital
Right.
projects. Correct. Mhm.
okay, and that was because they didn't have a project for those years.
Correct, and that they did not meet
They
the required deadline that we had discussed in order to submit that, and after additional follow-up and request.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else on 5? Okay, we have an approving resolution and a support. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll on 1 through 5?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palmera,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Recchi.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 6, requesting commission approval of an agreement with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Okay. Any questions on this? Oakwood Boulevard from Herman to I-94. This is in Allen Park in Melvindale.
Move approval.
Okay.
Support.
All right, we have an approval by Commissioner Varga and support by Commissioner Baydoun. Any questions? Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palmera,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Markey.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of modification 1 to an agreement with the City of Allen Park.
Okay. This is for park improvements to Briar Rabbit and Humpty Dumpty Park.
Move for approval.
I'll
Okay, who's
support.
that?
Love the way you said that. Humpty Dumpty.
I missed who moved for approval.
Beidun.
Oh, Beidun, okay.
And I'll support Dobb.
Okay, yep, I got that. All right, any questions on this? Okay, we have an approval and support. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Markey.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 8, requesting commission approval of a memorandum of agreement with the Michigan Recreation and Park Association.
Yes, $10,000 grant to make infrastructure improvements through the parks. Any questions on this, commissioners?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Commissioner Dodd?
yes, thank you. I just have one
heard-
quick question. If Alicia Bradford is still on. So part of this agreement is for the installation of drinking fountains. I'm just wondering if, depending on how long this pandemic goes and the timing of when the drinking fountains are installed, will they be covered from public use during the pandemic? And then also, I don't know if we've discussed this before, but are existing park drinking fountains covered and closed off to public use right now?
Through the chair, Commissioner
Yes.
Dobb, this grant has combination of both bike racks and drinking fountains. So we would be looking at doing majority of the biking racks and then putting in a few fountains at locations. To answer the second part of your question, those fountains are not accessible with water. So they have not been turned on for the season since COVID. So they're not able to be utilized at this point in time. And then we also have limited number of facilities that are open within the park system as well.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's all
Thank
I had.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We have an approving by Commissioner Palomera. I don't know if we have any
I'll
support.
support Dobb.
Okay. Dobb support. Any more questions on this? Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll on D8?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Markey.
Yes, motion passes. Okay, the next three items are D9 through 11 are just corrections. We passed these last time at full board, and it's only a date correction of August 6th. So,
Madam the Chair, I move
Yes.
to approve the correction.
okay,
I
on the
support.
three items.
okay. Hattis and Ware?
Yes.
Approval and support it. Is there any questions on this? It's pretty self-explanatory. Just a change of the date. Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Markey.
Yes. Motion passes. On to the agenda. So next item, please. Actually, these next items, go ahead, Madam Clerk.
Okay, can you all see the addenda on the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Also a correction, Commissioner.
I'm sorry?
Number 12 is also a correction to a resolution.
Okay, that's a correction as well. Yes, okay, I'm sorry. I was jumping ahead to number 13 in my mind. Okay, so this is a correction. This is a date, but it's also a reduction in monies, correct? Of about $6,000. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this? This is a correction in money, not only the date, but in monies as well.
Yes.
So move.
Okay. We have an approval by Commissioner Haddis.
Support, Daub.
Okay, support by Doug. Any questions on this? Again, just a correction. Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Commissioner Haddis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydun,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Okay, next item, please.
Item 13, requesting commission approval of a retroactive modification 1 to a cooperative agreement with Cone Inc.
Okay, I'm wondering if someone from the administration can just talk about these next two items.
Through the chair, Commissioner
Yes.
Marecki,
Yes.
I had contacted Daryl Jones, the head of buildings,
Okay.
earlier today to speak on it. Daryl, are you on the call?
Madam Chair, Daryl is on. He was unmuted this whole time and now he's muted, so hopefully he can unmute. Daryl, do you hear us?
Yes.
Daryl, oh.
He keeps muting and unmuting himself.
That's him.
Oh, that's him. Sounds like the kitchen sink is running.
Through the chair, perhaps
Yes.
Mr. Jones can dial in and I can at least try and work my way through to speak to the commission on this.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right.
Thank you.
No worries. There are a number of Kone contracts that are used to repair our existing elevators in the courts as well as in the jails. We utilize the My Deal Cooperative to obtain these contracts, and there are several instances where we have, or in the past, we have had a set aside amount for regular maintenance. So that's one contract with Kone. And then when emergency repairs or repairs that happen due to possibly an inmate, destroying something in the elevator, we've had to call on Kone to come out and repair the elevator. In some of the instances, that is where some of these contracts have come through. I know that we have spoken with commission staff about, in a future state, contemplating both regular maintenance and then allocating some line items and some dollar amounts to emergency repairs or repairs that fall outside of this. So the commission will not see multiple contracts that address standalone issues in other buildings.
Okay, so and actually it's 12, 13, and 14. These are all retroactive.
Yes.
And it looks like Kone has some issues on their side as well.
Yes.
And how is this going to be worked out in the future for them? I mean, looks like it was like a two-way street here, but they had a lot of issues going on.
Yeah, so it was kind of a perfect storm in that, you know, the previous buildings director was working through a lot of invoices with Kone to try and right the ship, as you will, with the contract. The county had also gone out to RFP to contemplate a future state contract. And so, you know, what you have before you is how we finally came to a resolution with Kone. You know, they are still working, and they are a contractor that we are going to be continuing using services in the near future. The elevator maintenance and repair space is a ever shrinking world. Tyson and Kone, Tyson Krupp, which is another competitor, and Kone have actually merged. And so, you know, and our buildings that, you know, we are utilizing right now, hopefully once the new criminal justice complex will go live, much of what you're seeing right now is going to go away, and we'll have a new contract with new buildings and new elevators.
So, guys, I'm here. I'm sorry. Didn't want to cut you off, Aaron, that you were explaining it adequately. And this commissioner, I'm here. I'm sorry. Some reason I guess my speaker won't act right on the computer here, but I'm here to answer additional questions as well.
Okay, do you have anything else you'd like to add on top of what Mr. Wagner?
No, I think he summarized it pretty well. That is the case, and basically as far as all the contracts that we have going now, we did meet with the commissioner staff and Aaron as well in order to adjust these issues and to make sure that we do things correctly.
Okay, does anybody have any input from our staff, from the clerk's staff, or from Felicia's?
Through the chair, this is Felicia.
Yes, thank you.
Two very quick comments. One is that, yes, we have met with the department in purchasing to address some of the Cone contracts. One of our concerns is that as a commission, we tend not to provide the same vendor two contracts for the same service. So we met with them to try to understand why we had so many Cone contracts. I think that we've come to an understanding about how they'll proceed in the future that'll work for everyone. So we've been working well with the department. I do have a follow-up question, though. I know that we have these contracts, but it's our understanding that we have several outstanding invoices with this vendor. So can someone speak to how much we owe them and how we'll pay that, and if those payments will require future action of the commission? Or is that something that in the department would be able to take care of? You know, just because when we're talking about elevators and I think of the jails, we want to make sure that we're able to have, you know, service available so we don't have any health or safety issues. So can one of you speak to that?
Yes, I can speak on that, Felicia. Thank you very much. Right now, the total stands with past due invoices that we have and we're trying to necessarily pay. It's $59,939.92. Based on that is the past due invoices that we've checked and make sure that we've crossed them with the service tickets that we now get from the Kone company to validate to make sure that the bill is being successfully paid and that the service has been given to us.
So those past, I'm sorry, Madam Chair, may I?
Sure.
So those past invoices are based on a contract that has already been approved by the commission, so you won't need further action of the commission, or is that something we should be expecting to see because there was no underlying contract?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I was looking to put this as far as an exigent process. It's because I need to get these paid, and it was during the contract scope of work that this was actually done during the contract. So it was in line with that. Is there were past due bills that had not been paid. So I am trying to expedite this in order to get some kind of service payment to them.
Okay, so if I can just, again, I apologize, Madam Chair. If I can
No,
just
please.
ask, maybe we can get with procurement and just have a quick call, because it sounds to me that you may not need action of the commission. So before you submit some exigent request, because if it was with a contract within scope, that may just be a matter of either a budget adjustment or just procurement opening up that that prior PO. So let's just have a conversation to make sure we can get these, paid in an efficient manner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that would be great. And thanks for all the work that everybody did on this, because these are addendas and this is all going on. So do any of the commissioners have any questions on 12, 13, and 14? So kind of the same mess.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes. Go ahead.
So I just have two questions. How did we fall behind on the payments to Cone, or was that intentional, or why are there still outstanding invoices?
So, Commissioner Dodd, well, the issue, to say that if it was intentional, it was in disagreements prior to me coming, and they just didn't get resolved. And back in December, I met with Cone A in order to go over all the tickets that were out there for service, and we had determined to make sure that they were the service was rendered. And from that point, some of the stuff actually went back, to be honest with you, to 2019 and the beginning of January. And so those tickets just were not really, we're not paying, just to be honest with you.
Okay. And then are we contracting this same company to do maintenance, preventative maintenance for the new criminal justice complex, or has that not been decided yet?
That hasn't been decided yet.
Okay. Well, so when we do open up the new building and we've got brand new elevators, what can we do to be proactive to make sure that those are kept up and we work with a good company? And
well, we're working on that with procurement, and as far as the process of, I think DTE will be handling certain parts of the elevator systems in the CUP area, and then we'll be maintaining and with the new contractor, potentially at that point, whoever gets the bid for the contracts for the elevators. One of the things is that we should mention that, and I know you guys know that these buildings, and even the old jail is like this building 36, these buildings operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, the elevator may be 40 years old, it's actually 80 years old.
Right. Okay. That's all I had. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, we have an approval by Commissioner Hattis and a support by Commissioner Dodd. Madam Clerk, could you call the roll?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dodd,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Recchi.
Yes. Motion passes. Next item, 15.
Item 15, requesting commission approval of retroactive modification 3 to a cooperative agreement with Cone Inc.
Okay, this is another retroactive. Any questions on this?
Move approval.
I'll support Dobb.
All right, we have an approval and support. Any questions before I go to a vote? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dodd,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chairman Recchi.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
Item 16, requesting commission approval of a cooperative agreement with Cone Inc.
Okay, so this is an actual agreement with Cone and the medical examiner's office.
Move approval.
Okay.
Support.
All right, we have an approval and support. Any questions? Okay, Madam Clerk?
Oh, sorry, Madam Chair.
Sure.
One thing, it's so on number 16, it says communication dated May 5th, 2020, received September 11th. Was that September 11th of 2019, or is that an error?
That should be,
So all of the other communications we have were received like in August.
I believe that should be an error.
Okay. Okay, that's all I had. I don't know if that needs to be corrected by our staff.
We will correct that, Commissioner.
Okay.
So was it received August 11th along with the other one, the next one?
I'm verifying right now, Commissioner. Julian, you do so as well, please.
Okay, while we're waiting, anybody else have a question or comment? Okay, Madam Clerk, we can go with the roll call vote with this.
Commissioner Varga,
It'll be changed.
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. And the last item here, number
Item
17.
Item 17, requesting commission approval of a cooperative agreement with Cone Inc.
Okay, this is for the Division I jail.
Move
Any
to
questions?
move.
Evan? Okay, is that Palomero?
Yes.
Okay,
Support.
support by Commissioner Baidoon. Any questions? Okay, Madam Chair, could you call the roll on this?
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baidoon,
Yes.
Commissioner Ware,
Yes.
Chair Mareki.
Yes, motion passes. Next item.
E, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Okay, do any committee members have any such other matters? Okay, next item.
Public comments.
Public comments. Have we received any emails or any communication from the public before this?
We haven't received any emails.
I'm sorry?
We haven't received any emails.
Okay, thank you. Okay, could you unmute everyone? And
Yes.
anyone from the public that would like to address the Committee on Public Services, you can do so now. I don't see anybody in the chat room. Anyone from the public that would like to address us? Okay, one more time. Anyone from the public? Okay, hearing none. Next item.
Adjournment.
Commissioner, on that Kone item, the receive date will be changed to August 11th.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Pam. Okay, next item then, number G.
Adjournment.
Okay,
So
we have
Support.
okay. We have a motion to adjourn and support. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, thank you, everyone. We are now adjourned.
Thank you.